Okay, so sometimes when I read a problem, I look at the very last sentence because I want to kind of know what I'm trying to solve for. And so if I look at the last part, under these conditions, what rate of return should an investor expect to earn if she purchases these bonds, the yield to maturity, the yield to call, or the yield to maturity? So I've got to figure out, based on the information here, which one I should calculate. So if I look, the way you know is that you look at the current bond price, and since it's currently selling at a premium, then you expect to earn the yield to call. Okay, so yield to call is what we should solve for. And so that's going to be the I that we're solving for. We'll have a future value in payment and present value. We know the future value is going to be different and the n is going to be different than a normal bond problem. So the future value is what it could be callable for. And so if I look in here, I see finally it's callable in 8 years at $1,066. So I'll put that as the future value. N is 8 years, and then I need to check, does this say it's a semi-annual bond or an annual bond? Okay, so annual coupon rate. So it's an annual coupon rate. So I don't have to adjust this 8. And the payment, let's see, 6.6% times 1,000 equals $66 for my payment. And then we've got the present value, which is up here. They gave us the price. So negative $12.50. Okay, so the future value, I'll put in the call price, $1,066, future value. And then we will put in 8 for N, 66 for payment, and $12.50 negative for the present value. And I hit compute I, and I got 3.66% as the yield to call. And that's answer D. Okay, so let's look at the next question, and it's called question 19. Haswell Enterprises bonds have a 10-year maturity, a 6.1% semi-annual coupon, and a par value of $1,000. The going interest rate is 4.72% based on semi-annual compounding. So I want to make sure I get that down, that I've got to do semi-annual compounding. What is the bond's price? So that means I need to solve for the present value. I'll write down my other pieces. And since it's semi-annual, I'll have to adjust the payment in and the interest rate. We've got a 10-year maturity, but it's semi-annual, so I have to multiply this times 2 to 20. And a 6.1% semi-annual coupon. So if I multiplied 6.17% times 1,000, I would get $61.70. But I have to divide that by 2. So I go to the calculator. 61.7 divided by 2 is $30.85. And then the interest rate is 4.72% based on semi-annual compounding. So let me think for a minute and see if, because they worded that a little bit weird. Yeah, okay. So they mean what they said, which is divide this by 2. Okay, so 4.72 divided by 2. So we're going to have to put down 2.36% as the rate. And so and the future value is going to be 1,000. So now we can solve for the price for the semi-annual bond. So 1,000 future value, 20 is in, $30.85 is the payment, and 2.36 is the interest rate, and I hit compute present value. And so I get $1,114.53. So that's answer A here.